Hey Facebook, it's your girl Ty Goodwin. I am back with day 13 of 30 in my video challenge. And I want to have a serious conversation tonight about the importance of clarity in your business. Specifically, if you are someone who is a coach, a spiritual entrepreneur, a consultant, if you are trying to get your business off the ground, you want to hear this. You want to pay attention to this conversation tonight. This is coming from the bottom of my heart because of what I'm seeing in the folks that I'm talking to. I'm talking to so many brilliant women. I mean, you are brilliant at what you do. You've got the experience and expertise, but you're stuck. So if you're watching this, I want you to go ahead and give me a thumbs up, give you some love, let me know that you're here. If you're watching this during the replay, use hashtag replay. And if you know someone that needs this message, I want you to share this. You can share this in your group. I've had people ask me, is it okay to share this in my group? Absolutely. Is it okay to share it on your own timeline? Absolutely. Share it because we've got to get the message out because there are so many of you, so many women who have such potential and you've got so much brilliance, but you are stuck. And so I want to have a serious conversation tonight about how to change that, how to really change that. So as I was saying before, I've been talking to a lot of brilliant women and I can relate because I know what it's like to have idea after idea after idea, almost to the point where you're paralyzed with ideas. And then when you add on top of that, the question of who do you serve? Like, how do you find your ideal audience? How do you make that choice? And what's happening is I am seeing women who are brilliant at what they do get pulled off the track because of being mired by your feelings about things and then also being stuck behind a circumstance. So what do I mean by that? I am seeing this overwhelming of feeling that's making you hesitant about making a choice. Right? Because it doesn't feel right. Or I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel good. I don't like the way this is stretching me. And so because it doesn't feel good, you are not making the right choices. And so you're driven by emotion. Oh, I want to do everything. And I like doing all this. Listen, you can like doing a lot of things. But at the end of the day, if you want to be in business, you have to let go of all the things that you like doing and stop using that as a crutch to why you can't move forward and make a decision. That's what an entrepreneur does. Entrepreneurs have to be decisive. And so you've got to let go of all that and you've got to make a decision. The other thing I mean when I say circumstance is this. I've talked to a number of women and what they will tell me when I ask them who is their ideal audience, what they'll say to me, well, I attract this. Hey, Stacy, how are you? They'll say, I attract this person, or I seem to be attracting a lot of this. I seem to be attracting this. Here's what I need to say about this. If you are attracting people that are unwilling to invest in you and that cannot pay you, it does not mean that that is your target audience. You are being a victim of circumstance. You're kind of playing a victim of circumstance and saying, because all of these people are coming to me, this must mean these are my target audience. And if this is my target audience and they can't pay me, then I should not charge more. And that is bullshit. Excuse my French, but that's just not how it works. You want to get in a place where you are choosing. When I talk to my clients, I tell them it's about choosing who you want to serve. Yes, you can use, who do you feel drawn to? But you also have to answer those other questions of who can pay you and who has the problem. You can't be led by circumstance or by emotion, but here's what's happening. It's not just happening in your business, it's your entire life is being managed by your emotions or by circumstance. Think about all the other areas in your life where you're not making a decision, where you're tolerating things, where you're tolerating people, you're tolerating relationships, you're tolerating a job that you do not like. It's all over your life. And so when it comes to business, you can't do it either because you're bound by your emotions and you're bound by your circumstance. And so you're not moving forward. What I hear you saying to me when we're on the phone is that you're saying that you're stuck, that you're just really unclear. But it's not even really about those things. What it's about is you not trusting yourself. And then you are resisting showing up and being seen in your full brilliance. And it's likely because of all the stories you've been telling yourself, all the stories other people have told you about yourself. And it's almost as if you're kind of believing the stories instead of creating the story that you want, instead of taking ownership of it, instead of, as I like to say, reclaiming your brilliance. Another thing we do is we talk about fear, and we talk about fear as if that is the thing that is the most terrible thing in the world. Like the fear is what's keeping us. But listen, you can befriend your fear. You can make friends with your fear, and you can learn how to work through it. You can learn how to work with it. But what the real culprit is resistance. You're resisting the very thing that you desire. You're resisting showing up because it feels uncomfortable. You're resisting showing up because you don't want to be judged. You don't like how that feels. You're resisting coming out into who you really are because what is so and so going to think? It will make you stand out. It will make people not like you. It will piss people off. And listen, it is okay to piss people off. It is okay if they don't like you. How many more friends do you need? Do you need friends or do you need clients? Right? Think about that. What are you hiding from? And what's happening is that you're becoming unwilling to do the things that will move you forward. So I've got a question for you. What have you been unwilling to do? A lot of times we talk about what are people willing to do, and that is just as important. However, this other question, what have you been unwilling to do? That is crucial, because if you don't acknowledge it, if you're not honest about it, you cannot move past it. So take a good look at where you are and ask yourself that question. Write it down if you have to, journal it out for the next 3 days if you have to, but ask yourself, what have you been unwilling to do? Acknowledge it and then put a plan in place so you can move forward. Now, if you can't do that, if that's really hard for you, this is the power of coaching. This is coaching. I hear a lot of people that say they're getting coaching and the person is coaching them on, let me get your brand straight, let me get your website, let me get, your keywords. That stuff is important at some point. But until you identify where the resistance is coming from and you have a plan to move forward, you have a plan to take action on that part of things, you can have as many websites, brands, business cards as you want. You can attend as many networking events as you want, and nothing is going to move for you. The power of coaching is helping you uncover and untangle all the weeds, all the seaweeds, all the bones, all the skeletons, all the things that are weighing you down and keeping you from moving forward. If that's where you are, if you are stuck and you can't get started because of all the stories you're telling yourself, because you're resisting making decisions, you're resisting showing up, I can help you. I've seen so many women that are so brilliant at what they do. And it's like you're at the starting line, ready to take off, but you don't have the clarity to move forward, so you can't. And if you do start to take off, it's like you're running with cement shoes, right? It's really hard. So if this is where you are, I understand. And there is nothing that I want more than to help you get out of the starting blocks and pick up the momentum so that you can do the work that you feel called to do. I don't want you to be crushed under the weight of your dreams. I don't want you to be sitting on the sidelines watching everybody else move forward, especially when you have this gift in you. You have this brilliance in you that other people are waiting for. They're waiting for you to show up. I want you to get on the phone. I'm going to put the link to a discovery call in the comments, and you can schedule this free call. It's a 45-minute session. We will call and we will talk through some things, and we will see how I can help you move forward. You don't have to spend the next 30 days, the next 7 days, the next 3 days stuck in the same place you're in. You do not have to spend another month trying to spin, figure out what you're supposed to do and spin your wheels and not make any progress. If you are serious about the work you feel called to do, if you're serious about building your business, don't spend another 3 months without the clients, without the money, in a job that you hate, doing work that you do not like. Let's break that. Let's break through that. So let's get on the phone. I'm going to put the link down here. Click the link. Send me a private message. Let's talk about it. I want you to succeed. I am in your corner. I got your back. I believe in the work that you're called to do. I believe in the ripple effects that you are going to create once you step fully into your brilliance. So let's do it. All right. I will be back tomorrow with day 14 in this video series. If this message has resonated with you, if it resonates with somebody that you know, I want you to share it. Let's get the message out there. Book your call with me, and I will see you on tomorrow's video. Until then, be brilliant, be bankable, and be well. Bye.